J.K. Simmons has appeared in more than 175 TV shows and films, but it was his portrayal of an eccentric music teacher in 2014's Whiplash that won him a well-deserved Academy Award.
Now he's back in theaters in Patriots Day about the events leading up to, during, and immediately following the Boston Marathon bombing.
He plays Sergeant Jeffrey Pugliese of the Watertown Police Department, who had to be calm, under immense pressure.
Let me stay awake tonight, just for a change of pace.
On units, we have shots fired at the vehicle in question from Cambridge. Injuries next around.
Shots are shooting at us!
I'm gonna flank him.
J.K. is here with a real-life Sergeant Jeff Pugliese. Such an honor to be in your presence, Sergeant. We love you, J.K., but I want to start with you to watch your life portrayed by this award-winning actor, this great man. How was that for you, knowing what humble being you are?
You go through life and you never expect to be portrayed in a movie, and it's, it's kind of surreal to watch him be me on the big screen.
And J.K., I hear Jeff had a kind of an interesting reaction when he found out you were playing him.
Yeah. What did you say when they said, oh, by the way, J.K. Simmons is going to portray you in the movie? You said...
J.K. who?
J.K. Rowling, Harry Potter.
But as soon as you see his face, I know exactly who he was.
Right.
He's definitely like that. J.K., I've heard that before you really didn't want to play a living person, play somebody that was, real. What changed your mind?
Well, a combination of Pete Berg and then meeting Jeff. I'd always sort of shied away from biopics and that kind of thing, but Pete and Mark Wahlberg had done such a good job with a couple of other real-life stories, and then once Pete laid out the whole story of what Jeff went through and accomplished that night, and then when I saw a picture of, I thought there's nobody else in Hollywood good looking enough to play this guy. So.
And there you have it. Sergeant, your story, you confronted Tamerlan Tsarnaev before his brother ultimately ran him over. And here you are in this moment. The nation is watching. The town is on lockdown. These two evil people are on the loose. We know what they've done. Take us back to that moment in your life. It changed everything.
Well, I was, what happened is, believe it or not, the Watertown police weren't aware of that the marathon bombers were out there. We thought we were just going after a couple of carjackers, possibly armed. And, the first officer that encountered him, Officer Joe Reynolds, followed him, the Sergeant John McClellan, got on the radio and says, just keep them in sight. Don't put on your blue lights until, I get close enough so you're not alone. And they turned off of a side street, They stopped. Tamerlan got out of the car, walking down the street, shooting at Officer Reynolds, filling his windshield full of holes. Officer Joe put his car in reverse, backed up, and as Sergeant McClellan came around the corner, he took one through the windshield, went right through his headrest, just barely missed his head. And I was off duty. I was on my way home, actually, and I heard this, and I responded. And I parked around the corner from where it was going on. As I got out, put my vest on. Coming around the corner, one of the pipe bombs went off. A couple of the officers were in Officer Reynolds and another third officer, now Officer Cologne, were in a front yard taking cover and returning fire, as well as Sergeant McClellan. He was returning fire.
And you jumped into, you did on your off day.
Yeah.
Heroes are made of.
Is it true you were actually driving his actual van?
That was his actual Chrysler minivan that he was driving that night. Yeah,
and shooting
we
in
shot
his house?
at his house. Yeah, he was very generous with not only his time, but he and Connie gave us the house for a couple days, and we were trying to just make it as real as we could.
Wow. What did you learn about these gentlemen by playing this role?
Well, I tell you, the one thing I just learned that, thank God there are guys like this out there who not only have the training and everything else, but just have, whatever that is inside of them to be able to have that courage under fire.
Well, the movie is phenomenal, and thank you so much for joining us. And it's just an honor to meet you as well, Sergeant. Congratulations. And thanks so much. Patriots Day is in theaters, by the way, right now. We've all seen it. It is just phenomenal.
Amazing.
It's amazing. Al?
Okay, guys, thanks so much. Going to do it a little bit. By the way,
what?
J.K. Simmons is going to be playing Commissioner Gordon in the Justice League of America. Commissioner, we got a picture. Commissioner Gordon was never this jacked before. Yes.
I forgot about that. We talked about that last year.
Wait, do you still have those muscles?
No, I shaved off the beard and the muscles went away.
I don't think so. Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.